Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would
All right, man. That's a tough loss right there when you really look at things. 1 second. Let's break it all the way down. Let's break it all the way down, right? In fact, actually, my boy's about to join up real quick. So, actually, let me go ahead and throw you guys back on some beat. Give it about 3 minutes, man. 3 minutes. All right. So obviously that's a tough loss right there for the Indiana Fever. What is that? 11-point loss right there to the Golden State Valkyries. Can't discredit the Valkyries, man. They've been playing pretty good basketball, right? I said this earlier. Anybody who plays the Fever, they're going to play 10 times harder versus the Fever versus any other team, and that's just a fact. You guys can say that's not true. You guys can say it's true. I watch all the games. For the most part, especially I watch the Valkyries. I watch the Fever. I watch the Storm. I watch the Lynx. I watch the Sparks here and there. You know, the Liberty here and there. Everybody's going to give the Fever their best game. Everybody. Whether that be the Dream. Everybody. Doesn't matter. They're pumped. They're hyped. This is their best week of practice. This is their most locked in. This is probably the best they've ever eaten during the season, during this week. I'm telling you guys. So, you guys got to expect things like this. Especially when it's girls that are, especially overseas girls. They're going to come and play physical, play tough. They're playing versus Caitlin Clark. Everybody knows that feeling when you're playing against a player who you think is the top dog. Right? We got girls out there I've never heard of before going crazy. Right? And I'm going to be honest, it's not like they were going crazy. We were controlling the game for the most part, even though we played horrible. We played horrible pretty much this whole second half. And first half, we didn't play the best. We played okay in the first quarter. Played decently in the second quarter because of our defense. It's not like our offense was just firing on all cylinders, because that was not the case at all. That was not the case at all. Our offense looked absolutely terrible. We looked slow. We're not doing much on the offensive end. Why would we get away from the two-man game with Leah Boston and Caitlin Clark? I don't understand that. I don't understand. We're allowing the defense to get back in transition and get set. I'm a little confused at the whole situation and the whole offensive scheme right now we have going. We looked out of our character. This didn't look like Indiana Fever basketball. It looked like we came in, we got punched in the mouth, and we didn't know what to do. There was no adjustments. Our defensive rebounding is fucking awful. Awful. Our defensive rebounding is awful. I mean, I'm not even going to get into that part yet, right? I'm not even going over the stats right now. Caitlin Clark obviously couldn't find the bottom of the net tonight. We have to find other ways to score, Caitlin. You're very good at going downhill, so we have to continue to get downhill, because that's where all of your buckets came from tonight, is when you got to the paint. You got to get to the paint at times. You got to you got to keep the defense on their toes. Although, I'm going to give you this. Every guard and every defender is here to play Caitlin. Tough. Their knees and their ankles are gonna be screaming at them the next day, because they had to play Caitlin Clark so fucking tight on defense. It's almost like they're so scared and worried for Caitlin Clark to get the ball. They're playing deny defense on Caitlin Clark all game, and I have plenty of clips proving this. No guard gets guarded like Caitlin Clark. Nobody, and that's a fact. Nobody. So Caitlin Clark has to know that. Her coaches need to know that. Her teammates need to know that. Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, that duo right there in the second quarter was going crazy. They had no option. They had no option to stop that. And then we had a Natasha Howard, because they were so worried about Aaliyah Boston. We were getting her open too. There was a 1-2-3 punch. Boom, 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 boom. Why would we go away from that? Especially if we're not having a good shooting night from three. I think we made 4 threes tonight, 5 threes tonight. I don't even know. We did not shoot good from the 3-point range tonight. Right? Valkyries just wanted it more. They were going for those second possessions. They were going for those rebounds. They were just putting bodies on us, being physical. The tall, lanky black girl who had 4 blocks, I don't know who that is, but she obviously wanted to show everybody in the crowd that she could guard Caitlin Clark. Along with, who else was guarding her? Tiffany Hayes. Tiffany Hayes, obviously, she's one of the best defensive guards in the league. Obviously, she wanted to make it a point. And it's expected. Caitlin Clark, obviously, she's gotten a lot stronger, but she's going to have to start putting these girls on their heels. She's going to have to start giving them more. Come here. Obviously, she can do that. We understand that, hey, she shot 21% from the field tonight. It could be something from fatigue. It could be whatever the case is. No problem, Caitlin. We know that you're not like this on a daily basis, so I'm not going to harp on it too much, because I know you can come back the next day and give us 30. Right? But what I will say is this. Caitlin Clark, you had 7 assists in the first half. How did you only finish the game with 9 assists? Coaching staff. How do we look at the stat sheet and we see Caitlin Clark had 7 assists in the first half and she only finished with two assists? That's unexcusable. That means we completely got away from the two-man game with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, where Aaliyah Boston's coming up and setting a high screen, and we're allowing Caitlin Clark to make a read. That type of stuff is unacceptable. We have to continue to get downhill, apply the pressure, make the defense make adjustments, make the defense make reads as well. We have to make it hard on them. We can't be out there playing iso ball, slow offense. Oh, let's dribble up the court and let's let them get set, and then okay, we're on the island, nobody's cutting, we have no backdoor action, and we're not hitting threes, and we're not penetrating to the basket. Oh fuck, we're in for a rude awakening if we're gonna play basketball like that. Let me tell you, we are in for a rude awakening if we're gonna play basketball like that. There's no way. And then I see Natasha Howard just sitting the whole fourth quarter when she's 6 for 11 from the fucking field, shooting 54% from the field. Why? I have no idea. I'm not going to get into the foul calls and all that extra stuff. I have no idea how that happens. It makes no sense to me. Then, Kelsey Mitchell, you got to be a little bit more aggressive. You shot pretty efficient. You shot 54% from the field, but you got to be a little bit more aggressive. Okay? Caitlin Clark. Like I said, I don't expect you to have a shooting night like this, but I definitely need you to go ahead and start getting more downhill. Get downhill. You have the capability of getting downhill for sure. Right? Although, look, you gave us 7 rebounds and 9 assists. Right? The 9 assists should have been 15, if I'm being honest. If you have a shooting night like this, Caitlin, you're very capable of giving us 15, 19 points, where you're still accountable for 35 plus points a game, even though you had 0 scoring points. Well, you had 11 points. It's not like you didn't have any points, but still, this is a terrible game for Caitlin Clark, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. So, Dolores Shafford, yo, what up? So, like I said, everybody knows that, right? So, I don't expect that. I expect her to come out, especially versus Aces, and go crazy on Sunday. You know, the Aces, we look at the Aces like, okay, championship caliber. The Aces, the Storm, the Lynx, and who am I missing? Somebody we just beat, the Liberty. So I expect our team to come out and play at that championship type level. The Valkyries, man, we better, next time we play the Valkyries at home, we better put the ass whipping on them. Seriously. They didn't even have that. I think 6 of their players are, overseas or something like that. It's mind-blowing to me. It is mind-blowing. Right? Sophie Cunningham, she did hit some big-time threes. I'm not going to discredit her. She hit some big-time threes. But she wasn't playing the same Sophie Cunningham basketball where she's cutting to the basket, finishing at the rim. I just didn't see too much action today. It just looked like stagnant. It just looked like slow, like we're not in it. It didn't look like Fever basketball. So I'm confused. Fever awful tonight, especially Clark. If her shot isn't falling, she needs to show up leadership. Exactly. Yes, if Caitlin Clark's shot's not falling, she has to get going with being that floor general. Make sure everyone else is getting touches then. Find the mismatches. Find what's working. This is what I'm saying going into the halftime. Okay, Caitlin, you were struggling shooting the ball. Coaching staff, please pull up the stats and let's talk to Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin, you're struggling, whatever the case is. Look, you have 7 assists. They can't stop Aaliyah Boston right now. They're having a hard time with Natasha Howard. Let's work that action. Let's work the 2-man action where you guys pull Aaliyah Boston up front, please, and let Caitlin make a read and make the defense have to switch and communicate and make it hard on them. Instead, we play this nonchalant, typical WNBA style basketball where we're playing one-on-one style basketball. We're getting late in the goddamn shot clock. We're not getting good shots. We're not rotating the basketball. We're standing flat-footed on offense. And then we're not rebounding. So, we can't have all of those fuck-ups. That's not good at all. We can't have all of those fuck-ups. It was very disappointing, especially watching the Valkyries do the run and gun. Exactly. Thank you. See, that's the thing. They did what we're supposed to do to them. The Valkyries did what the Indiana Fever are known to do, which is run and gun. That's why my point is, like, with the Valkyries, I don't even know who all these damn girls are, but I know they're hitting shots. They were playing at a fast pace. The crowd was behind them. And they had like 40-something points off the bench, I believe. Let me see. They had 40-something points off the bench. I don't know why I can't see the bench. Hold on. Usually I'm able to see the bench points right here. But I know they had about 40-something points off the bench. I know that. And we had about, like, I think 15 points. Like, we can't win ball games like that. Unless our starters, which they didn't give us much. And then we all finished in the plus minus, in the minus, pretty much. So, just man. And it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be like this all season. Every team is going to come out and try to go crazy versus the Fever. Another thing is, Coach Stephanie White, we need you around. We need you, along with DeWanna Bonner. DeWanna Bonner, you came in here to be a starter. You went from being a starter for a couple games, then you went to the bench, and now you're nowhere to be found. Respectfully, I hope everything is okay. But at the same time, you know, your teammates need you. We did sign you for some money. If I'm the front office, I'm looking at this whole thing like, we signed you for some money, DeWanna Bonner. We sure did. Where are you? And I hope she's okay, along with Coach Stephanie White. So my thing is, okay, we're getting to the hotel, and then we're flying to Las Vegas. Coach Stephanie White and DeWanna Bonner, are you meeting the team there? Because we have a game on Sunday. I would hope that you guys would be there. Please. You know, I'm not going to put this on Coach Stephanie White or DeWanna Bonner, but this is a team thing. And this goes for the whole league right here, what I'm about to say. How is it possible that we have girls dismissed from the WNBA for EuroLeague during a professional sports season? So we sign these girls for money. Then you guys complain about money. Then you guys can leave mid-season to go make more money and play overseas. And then come back while your team is here? While our season's going on? Bro, there's risk for injury. All kind of things. So I'm confused at how this is possible. We're just signing random ass girls. Teams could get a whole new team. The Valkyries just signed about, I don't know how many people. What, 4 or 5 girls? Because they have 6 girls out. So they could just go to the drawing board at any time and they could pick 6 brand new players. What kind of shit is that? What is this? And it's not just them. It's a lot of these teams. How we're just signing girls left and right. I'm glad, you know, we've only did the McDaniels thing. So, but even now, it's like, okay, she was with us for 2 games, she's gone. Cool. But we still missing DeWanna Bonner. So now we playing with a disadvantage. We don't have that player. And I'm not saying that's supposed to make the big difference, but I'm just saying, like, this is a league-wide issue. How are we letting girls just leave the goddamn team? Like, where was McBride from the Lynx? She was missing for, like, fucking 6 games. Was she playing in another league? Was she making money somewhere else with a different basketball association? What is going on? So that's one issue. That's a whole different topic, a whole different situation. Another big problem is the Fever not have a legitimate backup point guard option. So when Clark is playing bad, they can't sit her down. Exactly. And yeah, exactly. I don't think Bonner's going to be there Sunday as well. I don't think she'll be there. I personally really, really don't. And I don't understand what's going on. And you know what? I just heard my boy talking about it. Her wife is playing basketball right now. No disrespect to anybody, but where are you? If your wife is playing basketball, what is going on? Is it something that they don't want us to know? Is it something personal? Are you injured? Is something really? That's when I'm confused. I'm confused. And I said it on my video I just dropped. It's like this. DeWanna Bonner, you came over here to be a starter. You came over here to win a championship. You said it. Since you've been here, you've been on some supermodel shit. Like, you've been on some real let me get glammed up and dolled up, and you're on the Instagram talking about, oh, what heels should I wear? 5 different posts and shit. Like, that's all good, and I'm glad that you're, enjoying the bright lights and you're enjoying the 4K cameras, because I know you didn't have 4K cameras in Connecticut. I know you guys didn't have 4K cameras. I know that for sure. So the fact that you guys are getting 4K cameras here in Indiana, I understand, but like let's focus on the main focus, and the main focus is basketball here in Indiana. We want to win a championship. All that supermodel shit you got going on and all that stuff and showing up to the game with the outfits, it's cool. I love it. Y'all look amazing. But don't let it consume you to where we're not locked in on the basketball court. We need everybody to be locked in. So that's really my take on it, man. Stephanie White has got to go. Yeah, Stephanie White, she's not around. This is 2 games. And like I said, it could be something crazy. It could be something that we personally don't understand or know what's going on. But at the same time, this just goes back to saying, like, how are these players just dismissed from the season? This is not a serious professional basketball league, y'all. How can you guys sit here and tell me this is a real serious professional basketball league? There's no way. We got girls showing up goddamn late 3 weeks into the season because they're coming back from overseas, playing with their overseas team. Then we got girls leaving midway in the season to go play with a goddamn Euro team. Then we just signing girls left and right on hardship contracts. Then the Golden State Valkyries just picked a whole new team and beat our ass tonight because we're not being physical. That's another thing we need to talk about, man. Indiana Fever. We have to get a little bit more physical. What happened to all the dogs? Everybody talking about, oh, the Indiana Fever. Even myself. You guys are embarrassing me now. Even myself. Hey, Indiana, they got some dogs. I was pumping up Natasha Howard. I was pumping up DeWanna Bonner. Sophie Cunningham is really like the only one who's holding their shit right now. Like, for sure. Natasha Howard, you know what I'm saying? You've been playing pretty well. You've been playing pretty well. My thing tonight is like, you're on the bench the whole 4th quarter. Hello, coach. She's 6 for 11 from the field, 54% from the field. It couldn't have been a personal foul thing because she only had 2 personal fouls. I'm confused. What is going on? Like, the 4th quarter, there's like no rotations. There's like no rotations, man. And then we're just playing the stagnant basketball. Like, I just don't get it. I heard that she's going to be gone for at least a couple weeks if Commissioner's Cup. That game wasn't the Commissioner's, that game didn't go towards the Commissioner's Cup, right? I think the next game, or no. We play the Minnesota Lynx for the Commissioner's Cup. So that game couldn't have counted. Right? Yeah, no, I don't think that game counted right there. So, I don't know, man. Sydney Colson, she's been playing decent. She's been hitting a couple threes here and there, making a small impact. But it's not like, I got to be honest. I'll look at J.C. Sheldon like yesterday, and I understand we had an issue. But at the same time, could we get another active guard? Could we get somebody active? Like, durable? Seriously. Colson, I love you, girl. You funny as shit. I'm going to be honest. You're coming in. You're hitting some good shots. You're hitting some threes. You're not taking care of the ball too well as well. Neither is Caitlin. But at the same time, I need somebody a little bit more active. Like, I look at the Golden State Valkyries tonight. I'm like, God damn, I don't know who none of you guys are. But at the same time, you're all active. You're all being physical. You guys all for the same. You guys were a lot bigger to me. Like, as far as the Indiana Fever, you guys look small tonight. I'm going to be honest. Indiana Fever looked small tonight. I didn't like that. I did not like that at all. We didn't look physical. We didn't look like we had any size to us. We didn't look like we had that strength. I don't like that at all. At all. So that's another issue. Like I said, this is not even their roster. I don't even know the other 6 besides Sloot or whatever that girl's name is. Vanderloot or whatever. Right? I don't even know anybody else, but I know that they don't have their full team. I know that. White might not be back into the Commissioner's Cup. God damn. And oh boy, who was coaching tonight. I forgot his name. It's like, come on, coach. I love you. I love what you're doing. Can we make a better rotations in the fourth quarter? How did we lose? Oh, yeah, Van Loo. How did we lose 33-18 in the fourth quarter? That's unacceptable. We can't get outplayed like that, especially, and here's the crazy thing. We played horrible, right? And we controlled pretty much the whole game. Yes, Austin Kelly. Come on, man. I ain't going to harp on you too much because this is not your responsibility. This is Coach Stephanie White's responsibility. You're the head coach, Stephanie White. Where are you? Because you came back for one game and then you left. I don't like this. I don't like this, man. I'm truly embarrassed by the loss tonight. You know, we got the goddamn point guard, Porzingis, from the Warriors out there just trying to clown us on the court. I was not feeling that at all. Like, little dude, sit down. You didn't have that great of a season this year. Sit down, little dude. Trying to clown us out there, talking shit to Caitlin Clark. Like, sit down, bro. We supposed to beat the Valkyries' ass, bro. The next time we see them at Cambridge, bro, we have to beat their ass. I was not liking that at all. It was like 45-20. Yeah, that fourth quarter, awful. Yes, it was awful. It was awful. Absolutely awful. I'm not happy with that at all. So, besides that, man, we just got to get back to the drawing boards, and we got to get back to playing Indiana Fever basketball where we're playing fast, getting out in transition, making it happen. Oh, man. Yeah, you know. But it just throws my energy off every time we lose, man. So, we just got a lot of things to work on. Caitlin, she's got to get a little bit more aggressive as well. She can't let these girls bully her. She's got to stand her ground versus these girls, man. And it's unfortunate, but she will get guarded the hardest out of everybody in this league. Caitlin Clark will be guarded the hardest out of everybody in this league. And I'm sure she knows that. Her coaching staff has to know that. Her teammates have to know that. So, she has to go in locked in. I'm talking about all your buckets came from going downhill. If the three is not falling, shooters are going to shoot, though. I'm never going to change Caitlin, but Caitlin, you got to be more aggressive going downhill. Draw some contact. Slow the pace down or pick the pace up. Make them be physical with you, but make them hack. You got to play fast, and that's my problem. We play too slow. We look flat-footed. That's all I got to say right there. We just looked flat-footed, man. It wasn't good. It wasn't good, man. So, I think we'll be all right, man. But at the same time, we can't be getting bullied like that, bro. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So, that's really all I got to say, man. Hopefully Coach Steph is all right. DeWanna Bonner, I'd like to see you on the court. You know, we still have chemistry to build. It's not like things are perfect. So, that's what I got, man. Let me catch you on the next one. Unsubscribing. Ivan E., I appreciate you, my guy. But, yeah, you're right, man. Coach Steph's probably got to go. But, at the same time, she wasn't there tonight. I can't blame her. She wasn't on the basketball court. You know. But at the same time, if she's going to keep missing games, not a good look for the staff, not a good look for the Fever, not a good look for the league in general. So, you're right. But, mirror hard in the next 2 days. Aces, yeah, man. We're going to come out. We're going to play fine versus the Aces. I expect us to get a win Sunday. I'm going to be honest. I expect Caitlin Clark, obviously, to put up a 20-plus game, a bounce-back game, as we call it, and I expect to win. So, that's what I got, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I appreciate you guys if you stood for the live. And I'm out, man. I'm gone.